We have a voicemail number. You can call that number anytime you want, 2192 David P. Here is a really practical question. How do you deal with those offshore customer service reps? I like this question.
Hey, David, Joel in Florida.
Yeah.
I wanted your advice on how to deal with inept customer service, mostly on the phone, a lot of it offshore.
Yep.
Not always, but a lot of times offshore, where you spend 20 to 40 minutes having them rephrase the same question and not really accomplishing anything.
Yep.
I use your line. I say, after 10 minutes of going in circles, with love and peace, can you transfer me to somebody that could help me? And all they want to do is check their resources and send an email and hold on and hold on. And inevitably, either you get a supervisor that could handle the problem and solve it in 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Or you hang up in frustration, call and get somebody back. Could be offshore, could not be offshore, and they seem to solve the problem.
Yep. So listen, here's my advice. My advice is it's different for every company. I'll give you some examples. With some companies you call, and by the way, none of this is about the people who don't speak English are bad people. It's just a lot of times their English level isn't good enough to help you with a customer service issue. That it's not an insult. It's just, if I were to be put on the phone with somebody who speaks Russian and said, hey, help them figure out a customer service issue, I wouldn't be able to do it, not because I'm a bad person, but because I don't speak Russian. So it's not about that. One tactic is you get the person on the phone, you identify they don't even have the language skills to even really help you. You say, can you transfer me to a US-based supervisor or a US-based customer service agent? Some can do it. So sometimes that's a good start. If they say, oh, we're not able to do that, you then have to think about other ways. A supervisor is a good idea. Sometimes the supervisors speak better English and are empowered to do better. One other line, assuming that the language isn't a barrier, one line that is often useful is to say, you know what? I'm really frustrated, but it sounds like you just don't have the power to help me. For a lot of people, when they are told that, they all of a sudden say, I'm not powerless. I'm going to prove I have power. That has sometimes worked for me, where you actually, all of a sudden, your problem gets solved and you say, I'm really frustrated, but I know it's not your fault. You just don't have the power to help me here. And all of a sudden, they make something happen. Another thing that can be useful is with any company, like a cell phone company or an internet service provider, and I've had issues with them once. My bill went up 60% and they slowed my internet down, and I was getting nowhere with the offshore 800 number. You Google FCC ISP complaint or FCC mobile phone complaint. There will be a form you fill out. If you fill out this form, within a couple days, you will get a call from, hi, this is the office of the CEO at AT&T or whatever. I want to help you solve your issue. Having these open complaints with the FCC is bad for these companies. So for ISPs and mobile phones, use the FCC complaint form. You will get the problem solved quick. So anyway, this isn't all inclusive, but there are tactics to try to get your problem solved. It's just a matter of finding the right one. We've got a great bonus show for you today. Sign up at joinpacman.com. I'll speak to you then.